Hey guys, hey YouTube. I was not doing any filming lately, mainly because I got time off my bike and of filming anything as well, due to a bit of a sickness. So I got cold, but I like maybe second week of October, after my biggest week on a bike, about 800 k's and about 5,500 meters climbing. Crazy week. And mainly intense week. Intense, and it was done in 4 rides. So pretty much about 200k each ride. Intense. Hard riding, and yeah. So I got sick a little bit. Usually, what's going on is like a bit of a cold. And I feel 2-3 days, and then I cough all this stuff out of my body, and I'm good, maybe so like 3 days, 4 days for me is usually how I recover, so. But the difference was, I believe, that I continued riding, and mainly I continued doing less volume but lots of intensity, and I think it's a bit it's definitely a difference between what I did before, and I recovered a lot faster. It was like I didn't do any intensity at all. Like all my training was zone 2 all the time. It was pretty much doing rides, in easy zones, and that's it. And I never got sick for more than a few days, but this time, I felt like I have this cough, and my like I wasn't feeling much better after a few days, and it was surprising a little bit. But I still continued training, because the symptoms like weakness and stuff, they went away after first day, I think, as usual, and then you just feel like you're recovering. So like I continued. Maybe I think I got 2 days off my bike and felt pretty good on the third day, and I went for a pretty intense 2-hour session. And then the next day I went for a few kms up the mountain, so very intense riding. And I felt like I keep coughing, pretty hard. It was actually pretty noticeable, like if I wasn't getting better with cough, I didn't feel much weakness, but I just thought, it's the first time that I'm, like coughing for 5-6 days, and I thought, well, I'm gonna get better. I didn't actually think that my bike and my riding can affect this, because the weather is good. It's like 25 degrees Celsius, October, sunny. I felt like, well, it doesn't impact my recovery, I think. It's just like, when the weather outside is really good, you feel like you riding out there is even more beneficial. And I will get back to this later. So I did this week about maybe 9 hours, the first week of sickness, and then next Monday I was not feeling bad, but this cough, never-ending cough, when I like was experiencing this, and it got a little bit worse next Wednesday. So I kept riding really, and it was about like maybe 9 days into my coughing, no more symptoms, just cough, and I was like, well, whatever, I continued writing. I just thought it, I even googled it, I just checked, like, what's the standard time of recovery after cough, and it was like 18 days is okay for cough, and I was like, damn, it doesn't sound like right, but whatever. And then I did very hard ride on Friday, I remember, and then Saturday 220k smash. It was a charity ride, and I decided to turn up because I wasn't feeling bad. Once again, I wasn't feeling bad. I was feeling okay, just a cough, but after this ride on Sunday, it was about maybe 12 days into sickness, and I was like, shit, it's getting nasty. Like in the afternoon, I was just like, doing some shopping, and then I went back home, and I felt like my body just wants to sleep, like I felt really weak, and I was like, it's strange. Usually I don't sleep in the afternoon, usually, so I was a bit surprised, and I, in general, after maybe, yeah, in Sunday in the afternoon, after that I started feeling pretty weak, and it was just like pretty natural that I don't even want to get back on my bike. Monday, Tuesday, I wasn't feeling any energy really. I was like, I just want to lay down, and just and cough started being even worse. So I thought, no. And actually, I watched their related video on this topic from GCN, and they said if you have the lungs cough, like lungs cold, it's called, like not like the runny nose, but actually the cough, serious. You should take the time off the bike, whatever it takes. You have to recover from that, because it's not gonna be well. Like, don't try to ride through this. And I was like, okay, man, you will wait until you're okay. You will wait until you're fine. Whatever it takes, And I thought, okay, actually, because the week was so intense, as I said, I did intensity and about 18 hours a week. So I was okay for giving up my bike until I'm recovered. 3 days in, it got the worst, I think. And the third day, it was just like, at work, I couldn't even manage to have a class. I was like very weak, and pretty much, didn't want to do anything. But fourth day, strong cough. I remember fifth day, I was even thinking, damn, I'm not even getting better, it's fifth day. But the motivation to get back on the bike came back to me really on the fifth day, and I was a bit frustrated to sit at home, but I did. Sixth day, it was yesterday. I actually felt a lot better in the morning. I was actually, every morning I was coughing out all this stuff, from my lungs, and on Saturday, yesterday, I felt actually okay. And it was the day when I had to jump on my bike, because I had to ride to the bus station and ride to Hong Kong and back. So I did this, and yesterday I decided, okay, so I'm doing zone 1, whatever riding, 30 Ks, doesn't matter, very, very easy, no intensity, And today I did the same, just back, So about 60K for this week, but it really, really is the point, if you are sick, and you have specifically not the head cold, but the lungs cold, like when you have a cough and stuff, wait at home, at least for a few days, wait up, maybe even a week, because it can get serious. Or my suggestion probably would be, if you want to ride, just keep it very steady, zone 1, zone 2, not higher, because these 2 days, yesterday and today, I did this zone 1, 2 riding, and I feel okay, no coughing, like I'm almost pretty much recovered. A bit of a cough still, but no runny nose, whatever, really, really okay, after a week. Pretty much today is the 7th day of recovery. So yeah, guys, it's the point of the video. If you are sick, recover completely, because it doesn't. It's not going to be well. It's not going to be okay. If you want to ride more, you should listen to your body. And riding through sickness is probably possible. I'm not even sure. In case of really light, easy riding, not the intensity. With intensity, I'm completely convinced you cannot do this. You cannot do this and wait for your sickness to go away. No, it's not gonna happen. Probably you're gonna get even worse, and then you will have to wait even more. Probably if I would just wait it for a few days, once I felt a little bit weak, just at the beginning, about 3 weeks ago, I would probably stay at home for a day or two, and then I could just jump on my bike very easy, and after 3-4 days I would be okay. But as I hammered, as I did intervals and KOM riding uphill, 25-30 minutes, 300 watts estimated, but on Strava it calculates pretty accurately, and you feel this this hammer, and your body feels it. So yeah, guys, my tip and the biggest tip I learned: if you get sick, wait a little bit, back up the intensity, let your body do its job to recover, and then you will get back stronger. So yeah, biggest tip, just don't ride through thickness, or do very easy zone 1, zone 2, not big volume, maybe an hour or two, just to keep your legs spinning. Yeah, my biggest tip for this 3 weeks of experience. Yeah. So yeah, sorry for a long video, but I wanted to share with you what's going on. So yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm gonna get back to training maybe next week, at the end of the next week maybe, because today is Sunday, and I think I will give myself a few more days, maybe even 1 more week of easy riding, just to let my body fully recovered. I appreciate what my body can do for me. I appreciate how good I feel, so I want to keep it like that. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, if I lose a bit of a fitness, I will gain it back. End of the day, we're doing it for fun. You know, we're doing it to be healthy, and we're not professional cyclists. So don't push through thickness. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.